Hey guys, construction. Everybody likes construction. And we're crossing the street. Oh, a little better. So we are on our way over to the British Embassy, which is down the road about a mile. But we'll see what's going on over at the British Embassy this morning, as tributes are pouring in for Prince Phillip around the world. And that includes Washington, D.C. So we're going to head over there. Hello. It's Saturday about 12 o'clock, I guess. This is the Washington National Cathedral. This is an Episcopalian cathedral here in Washington, D.C. It was actually the Queen of England actually came over when they consecrated this place, or when they did the window or something. Hello. So we're going to walk past the cathedral and down to the embassy, which is down this way. Do, 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 do. Hong Kong is this summer. I'll be going to Hong Kong. I'm not entirely sure, June or July. Hello. So we're in the back side of the cathedral. Hello, South Carolina. We're going to make our way down through the gardens. Actually, we're going around the gardens today. There's too many tourists there. It would be nice to see the window from the inside, but nobody can get inside right now. It's kind of locked up. So we are going to head down to the embassy, where they have set up a little memorial place. And we'll let you guys see what it looks like. This is going to take us about 15-20 minutes to get there. It's about a mile walk. We will be in Hong Kong soon. Buttercup, I'm not Mustang, I'm somebody else. But thanks for your note. Hello, Deborah. We're actually off to British soil right now. We're heading over to the embassy. One of the largest embassies in DC is the British Embassy. That's a beautiful tree, isn't it? Look at that tree. Yeah, I'll give you another view of the cathedral as we walk away from it. Oh, what's going on over there? My kid's supposed to be getting his test. Oh, this tree's pretty. Look at this. This is not a cherry blossom. It's something else. See how it's got the little flowers, like right on the bark. Hello, redwood. Yeah, I just saw some announcement. The funeral is April 17th, I think. So we'll walk down here. Give you one more view of the cathedral. Hello. As we head down this hill. There are magnolias, but those have kind of they have a bigger leaf, and they're kind of already turning green. So the British Embassy is on Massachusetts Avenue, also known as Embassy Row. And we're about 3 blocks away from Mass Avenue. And then we have to walk around the Vice President's house. And when I say around, I do mean it, because the Vice President lives on a circle. So we have to walk around about a third of the circle. I'll be in Hong Kong sometime in June. Dates are still a little bit in flux. There's a baseball game going on down here. So I'll be in Hong Kong for about 6 weeks, I think. 5 or 6 weeks. I haven't quite figured it out yet. So there actually are two. Hey, Chicago. Hey, Jim. Can we go to Hooked? Yes, we will definitely go to Hooked, and we'll go to the fish and chip shops. The fish and chip shop Hooked in Hong Kong is a regular haunt of mine, and we're also going to go to the noodle joints. Dogwood trees, maybe. There are a lot of dogwoods here. What's the score? Oh, it's 6-6 in the fifth inning. It's a close game. What are these teams, though? Hong Kong is my home sometimes. I lived in Hong Kong the last 10 years, and then I moved back here. But I need to go back to Hong Kong every so often to maintain my permanent residency, my green card, for lack of a better word. I have a green card for Hong Kong. Yeah, so here is a baseball game. Struck him out. Oh. So this school here, actually, they have two major leaguers. I think there's a guy from the White Sox and a guy from the Cubs, if I remember. There's two major league players who played baseball here at this school. Struck that guy out. Who's winning the game? It's 6-6. I'm not sure the two teams. Well, I know one of the teams is the school here, but I don't know the other team. And they just struck a backwards K, for those of you who know baseball. They struck a guy out looking. Hey, Sweet Bugaboo on Twitch. Welcome. I'm not sure how many people are on Twitch. I don't really have that much of a following there. I really wish I could get my old username back on Twitch. But so this is the old fire call box. Not quite the same as a TARDIS. But in the old days, the firemen, or if you had to call a fire, you would come here and call the fire department. There are a lot of these old boxes still around town. Yeah, those are a lot of those fire and police boxes or call boxes are still around this area. They've actually been renovating them. Their artists are going around and putting in localized art into the different call boxes. There's dozens, if not hundreds of them. Hello. Well, my name was Penguin6 on Twitch, and I still have that account, but it's not linked to me due to some weird Justin TV stuff. It's complicated. So my name on Twitch is the Penguin6. Hello, Yorkshire. How you doing? We are on our way to the British Embassy, which is just down to my left. It's going to take us about, I don't know, 10 minutes, maybe 5 or 10 minutes to get there. The one and only, yeah, as if there could be a substitute. It is a pretty posh neighborhood around. A couple ambassadors living around here. Have I ever seen Biden in person? You know, I'm actually going to do a video about that. Have I seen him in person or something? It's incredibly hard to see the president in person. I saw him from a distance of like here to that stop sign at church for probably 0.5 seconds as he was coming out of church. And then I saw him in a motorcade twice. But I mean, I was going through the list the other day, You know how many times I saw Trump in person? Zero. How many times I saw Obama in person? Zero. Number of times I saw George Bush Jr. in person? Zero. I mean, you get the idea? It's pretty hard. It's like in the 60s. Cynthia, I used to have a Linux company, ergo Penguin. Penguin is the mascot of the Linux operating system. So, yeah, we saw him in a limo, basically. Just last week, we saw him go by. And to be honest, it's funny. I quote saw him, but I didn't actually see him until I went and played the video back. Like in person, it's like this. It's like boom, there goes the limo, and it's like, did I see something? I don't know. But then when I looked at the video, I was like, oh, there he is. I have actually been 3 feet from Queen Elizabeth as well. But again, it was a car in the way. It was kind of funny. The Queen was visiting Washington, D.C., and her car stopped at a red light. And I was standing at the side of the street with my buddy, and we look inside, and we're like, dude, that's the Queen of England. He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, cool. I have not met Clinton. I saw Clinton 3 times. Once at the State of the Union, once at his inauguration, and once at a soccer game. I saw Reagan 2 times. I saw George Bush Sr. about 5 or 6 times, actually. I actually shook hands with George Bush Sr., but that's about it. As far as vice presidents go, I've seen Gore, I've seen Quayle, I've seen Biden, I guess, technically. I don't think I've seen Harris yet, so I saw Pence once. So for those of you who have PBS, public broadcasting, there's a new show called Atlantic Crossing on Masterpiece Theater, Atlantic Crossing, and it tells the story of Crown Princess Martha. This is Crown Princess Martha. And she fled the Nazis to come to the United States during World War II, where a certain president named FDR was in love with her. He was totally smitten with the Crown Princess. And the Crown Princess had to negotiate getting support for Norway, while at the same time not like having a scandalous affair with FDR. And it was a very tense time. Well, let's go over here. So this is the vice president's house. See, you can't see as much of it now. These trees, this is what I was telling you guys. You're not going to see much of the vice president's house for the next 6 months because the trees have just sort of zapped it. That's the Norwegian embassy. So there, you can just see the vice president's house in the background there. There it is. There's the vice president's house. This house over here is the Norwegian ambassador and Norwegian embassy. And then the Vatican's embassy in Finland as well. And on the other side of this is the British embassy. So we just have to walk down this sidewalk here and we'll see the British embassy. Well, I did a video from the White House yesterday. You can see a lot of people going in and out. It's very green. Hey, Mo. Ron Mo, how's it going? You guys reminded me I need to order more Puffer Jet mix. Puffer G's or whatever. Those are my favorite treat. And I haven't had them in a while because I ran out of Koopmans. There's a Dutch import shop in Pennsylvania where I get all my Dutch baking goods. So, sadly, last night there was an accident involving multiple cars and one of those rental bikes that you always see me on. The guy got killed. It's pretty frightening. Dude got just smashed. Can I get White House press credentials? No, not really. I can't even get Congress ones, and Congress ones are easier. I've got to figure a way to do. Puppies from Koopmans, yeah, it's pretty good. I do buy in bulk. I buy like a case. But I did that in Hong Kong. I bought like a case. I think like 30 boxes of Koopmans. But after a while, these little dust mite kind of things started to grow inside it. which was not pleasant to think I was eating little dust mite things in my pancakes. Rada, I don't know if I can ever go live inside the White House. However, I think soon I'm going to get a very good view of the helicopter. Because as we figured out yesterday, and as I later turned out, Marine One will not land on the White House grounds for the next 8 weeks. Marine One is going to be landing on the ellipse due to construction on the White House grounds. And as a result, from where I'm going to be sitting, I'll be able to film who gets on or off Marine One, which would be pretty cool. I don't know if Mustang has got his pass yet. So guys, we've just spotted the British Embassy. It's just up ahead, and there's a small tent that has been set up outside the British Embassy. So we're gonna go see that. Do, 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 do. The British flag, it probably is at half staff. Technically, it's not. It's an odd flag because it's the flag of the British Foreign Service. So, so someone going into the vice president's house through the maze of security that exists. This is the back entrance, actually. Okay, there's the British Embassy up ahead. I asked my wife, I said, should I take flowers? And she's like, only if you get them for free. I'm like, okay. Yeah, it's a kind of a weird flag. It's got this symbol in the middle of it, so it's not technically a Union, the British flag. But I never really knew that until the wind blew. Once the wind started to blow, then I could observe it because it's not really that windy up here. Oh, there's some. So they've got some flowers out here. Let's go down over here. So this is the British Embassy on my right. It's under renovations right now, so it's actually pretty empty. The flag is at half staff. Those of you who are asking, Wanda, I think you're asking. I hate to say this, but it's true. There are more flowers here than there were flowers for the police officer who was shot on Capitol Hill. No, there's more than one bunch. So they have a little tent set up. There's little cards from people who studied in England and other people and sending in condolences. These have been delivered from other places. Here's a card to be read only by Her Majesty the Queen. Good luck with that. That's just like, yeah, we gotta. Someone there has got goals. And faith and truth will I bear unto you to live and die against all manner of folk. The Duke of Edinburgh. So yeah, that's what we've got set up here, guys. Oh, what does it say here? The royal appreciate the family. It says if you want to give flowers, please give to charity. Please wear a mask. There are no books open. There is no condolence book. But if you would like to leave a condolence, you can go to royal.uk. But there's no condolence book. I remember there was a condolence book for Diana, I think, here. So we can take you over to the embassy itself. Maybe we could call the Queen. They do have a phone booth here. And up here is actually the British Embassy. And up at the top, you actually have the seal. Hello, England. So, anyway, that's what we've got over here for you guys. Okay. Yeah, DMX got more coverage. Yeah, kind of. Alrighty, guys. This is a cool phone booth. Not quite a TARDIS. So the British ambassador's house is down there. It's being renovated right now, and it's kind of closed. So, guys, I'm going to leave you with this shot, and I'm going to make my way back home. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I will see you again very, very soon. We have another video we might premiere later today. We might wait 3 weeks. I'll tell you about it later. See you soon.